Did Spain and Portugal really divide the world between themselves? The answer is yes, though it wasn't all at once. As a reminder, please follow for more Japan-related content. The first document was called the Treaty of Tordesillas. It was named after the place it was signed. The document was necessitated after Christopher Columbus's first journey to the New World. Columbus laid claims for Spain on lands that the Church had already deemed belonged to Portugal, essentially any non-Christian land south of the latitude for the Canary Islands. To establish an equitable boundary, the treaty was signed in 1494. The treaty set a meridian 370 leagues west of the Cape Verde Islands. The line divided islands in the northern hemisphere and cut through Brazil. Portugal got what was east of the line, and Spain got what was west of it. The treaty was signed by John II of Portugal, Ferdinand II of Aragon, Isabella I of Castile, and John, Prince of Asturias, who was the son of Ferdinand and Isabella. As you may have guessed, Ferdinand and Isabella married in order to combine their two kingdoms, and their son John would eventually rule the combined kingdom of what became Spain. The problem with the Treaty of Tordesillas, other than its pure arrogance, was that it really only defined the Western Hemisphere. It supposedly did the Eastern Hemisphere too, but the Eastern Hemisphere actually remained undefined. To solve this, there was a second treaty called the Treaty of Saragossa. Both Spain and Portugal reached the Spice Islands at roughly the same time, though from different directions. To avoid an argument, Portugal and Spain, officially Castile, signed this new treaty in 1529. The line, shown by the green line here on the right, was set east of the Spice Islands. This meant Portugal essentially got all of Asia. This is why in Shogun, Blackthorn tells Toranaga that Japan falls in the Portuguese half. Portugal actually had slightly over half. Half of the world would be 180 degrees, and Portugal had roughly 191. The primary focus, though, was on the Spice Islands, and as Portugal got the Spice Islands, they had to kick in some cash. Though Spain did not argue about the Philippines at first, they would eventually push west and become dominant there. Portugal would also push west and take over what is Brazil. One final note, the Treaty of Tordesillas, the first treaty, included a reference to a land called Chipangu. Chipangu was the name Marco Polo used for Japan. The signers of the treaty in 1494 actually thought they were referring to Japan. They were unknowingly referring to Cuba. It would be 14 years after the Treaty of Saragossa in 1529 that the West would finally learn the location of Japan. Again, please follow for more Japan-related content. Thank you for watching.